Concrete has always been a revolutionary material in history. From massive bridges connecting various countries to innovative household products, it has reached almost every part of the world where humans are. And the most important thing, this is cheap. Every technology has its challenging side. And yes, the crucial challenges in concrete technology, as well as the present world, are emission of CO2, the greenhouse gas, and construction waste. According to NASA research, the latest update of CO2 is 414 ppm, and this is higher than any level in at least past 800,000 years. The major contributors of CO2 are USA, China, and India. On the other hand, construction waste is becoming a serious environmental issue in many countries. Construction and demolition debris makes up to 10 to 30% of waste received in landfill sites all over the world. In order to overcome both these challenges in the industry,
We, the students of Kong Engineering College from India, have developed a project named Ozone. It was named Ozone mainly to signify the role it plays in reduction of CO2 around the world. In ozone, CO2 and construction and demolition waste
is processed and converted into carbonated powder, which is then used to produce pavement blocks. This project was initiated in the month of July 2017 by a college seniors.
Manufacturing process. The primary process for the carbon sequestrator involves the collection of C&D waste and the trapping of CO2 which is emitted from the industries. The C&D waste are generated mainly due to the demolition of old buildings, construction of mass structures such as dams, bridges, malls, etc. and reconstructing the old buildings. In India, according to Ministry of Urban Development, the C&D waste are generated at a rate of 10 to 12 million tons annually. After the C&D waste is collected from the site, it is then fed into a shredder. Shredding is done mainly to eliminate the heavy metals which won't be suitable for the process. After shredding, the waste is then pulverized. Once the waste is converted into powdered form, it is then checked in a classifier. Classifier determines the suitability of the product for further process. The waste that passes through the classifier is then fed into the chamber, and this contributes to one input of the chamber. On the other hand, the flume gas which is emitted from the industry is trapped and then fed into a CO2 separator. As the name indicates, it separates CO2 from the rest of the gases which is contained in the flume gas. Once the CO2 is separated, it is then compressed using a CO2 compressor, and the compressed CO2 is fed into the chamber, and this contributes to the second part of input for the chamber. Inside the chamber, suitable environmental conditions such as pressure is maintained. The processing time of the chamber depends upon the particle size and the absorption rate of the particles contained in it. Finally, the output of the chamber is received from the bottom through an outlet in a powdered form, and this powder is used to make pavement blocks. For experimental purposes, we have used concrete cubes as C&D waste, and for the other part of the input, we have used carbon dioxide from the CO2 chamber. 3 different trials were carried out at different pressure levels. From the output, we have made pavement blocks, and these pavement blocks were tested against the non-carbonated blocks. It was found that carbonated blocks has more strength compared to the non-carbonated blocks.
It was observed that there was a lot of advantages by using C&D waste. Some of them are low cost, less weight, high strength, and water porosity resistance compared to conventional concrete. Also, the manufacturing method was much faster. In addition to these properties, the significant property of using CO2 from industry helps in reducing the global warming gases, and the reuse of C&D waste encourages a sustainable approach for better future. This carbonated powder obtained from the sequester can be used in wall panel, interlocking blocks, paver blocks, and roof.
Lightweight concrete table tennis bat. We made an initiative to use carbonated C&D debris and lightweight materials. We made a partial replacement of carbonated C&D debris over lightweight aggregates. The density of the bat we obtained is 1080 kg per meter cube. The weight of the bat we obtained is 437 grams.
The Ozone wouldn't have been a successful project without these members. Hereby, I would like to thank IIT Madras and the US Consulate General for providing our seniors, Sri M. Divakar and V. Valakarthikeyan, a grant of $9,126 under the title Carbon Zero Challenge Grant for this project. Also, we would like to thank our seniors, Mr. V. Gautam, Mr. N. Balaji, Mr. Fadir Khan, and Mr. Duraraj, whose work has been significant in the Ozone. Finally, we would like to thank our mentor, Dr. G.S. Rampradip, Associate Professor in Kong Engineering College, for his consistent support and guidance in this project.